Hello everyone, Sam here from myforexmagicwave.com. Actually, I was doing a little work on my 40-minute charts, and a thought came into my mind that if I just open a webinar recording, I can make a video and send out to you guys so you can see that how I update my 40-minute charts in my spare time. I'm just playing around doing this mumbo jumbo. So that will help a little bit, right? So nothing special, just doing my, going and checking for looking for patterns and stuff like that, and moving the numbers because 40-minute charts is fast, so it moves, and then numbers are, all most of the time it goes back and behind, probably like maybe in day or two. So need to bring it in front and bring those numbers in the front so that I can see what is happening. So let's get started. This is the chart that is interesting right now for me. It's like this is the 40-minute chart of Euro index, and this is kind of some pattern here. See, Euro is on the sideways movement, very nasty movement, and just keep going up and down and up and down on a weekly chart. If you want to trade Euro pairs, then we have to live with this, and we're just gonna have to see that all these small little swings up and down and up and down, then we can, if understand and catch these moves, and we can trade these euro pairs, for example, euro USD, euro Aussie, euro yen, accordingly. So let's see the best chart in this scenario. Let's look at 40-minute charts for some clues. And here it is now. This is the 40-minute chart. And if you look at this big move, this is a nice, powerful move. And clearly it shows, an impulse wave, because this is a small wave 1 and then ABC correction for wave 2. Then goes wave 3, then small wave 4, then wave 5. And after that, we have wave 1, which is like ABC. And then wave B, again, ABC. And then there is no AB here, but it's just like wave 3, wave small wave ABC4, and wave 5. The interesting thing is that this wave 5, this wave C is ending exactly at 61.8%, which is most common reversal zone, and which is also a very common wave 2 support area. Now, the interesting thing is that you probably heard this phrase from me that it's an ending butterfly. What it is that a move ends on a higher time frame, making a small ending butterfly on a shorter time frame, or vice versa. If you see a shorter time frame ending butterfly, see if you hitting a support on a higher time frame, for example, this 40-minute. And if you look at this phenomena and you look on, you see ending this X, A, B, C, D. It's all but hard to understand, but if you look at the 20-minute chart, you can clearly see that what's happening. If this is X and this is A, then you have a pullback at Y. We have 2 fibs here. One of these. Oh man, forget it. Let me see. These are the things that object list. If you want to remove something and you can't see on the chart, then you go here and look for it. Usually fibs are on the bottom. Okay, let's keep looking at the ones from the bottom to top. Oh, fibbo here. Let me cancel this one and see what it is. Okay, probably this is the one. Okay, so that is out of the way. Now, if you look at the fib, XAB is exactly 78%, right? So if you look at this harmonic pattern scenario, and we all know that, okay, what's happening to my eyes? Can't see it. All right, right here. Ending butterfly, which is going to be like a bullish butterfly. Okay, here. Now, see, this is XA, then B. If it is 78%, then it's a B point for a butterfly. If it is 61%, it most likely make a different patterns, different calculation. Okay, most common. They can do anything actually. Okay, after 78%, the price can completely go to the upside, blow the roof, whatever. But usually these patterns we anticipate the ET's calculated moves, but at least moves. If which way, if it turns from one of these areas, which way it should go or supposed to go, and if it does, then we trade. If it doesn't, leave it alone. So 78% is for point B. So if you go back, take a look at this, that it drops straight down to 78%, right? So, it says, okay, if it's X, is A, B, yeah, all right. So now what? Well, usually it goes back to make a C point before dropping somewhere between close to point A, usually 23% of the same fib, right? Or sometimes it stops at 38% in case of butterfly especially, and sometimes it goes a little beyond 23%, and things can happen. So here in this case we can see that this is 23% line, this is 38% line, didn't bother 30 at that 38%, didn't stop at 23%, but it went to 11.4%, very close to point A, but it stays below point A. Okay, so it is still a valid butterfly calculation as long as this point C is posted below point A. So point C is here, and then we start dropping, and then now you can see the butterfly pattern. You have two butterfly targets, 127% and 1.68% of the same fib. Okay, so hold on, guys, just a minute. All right, I'm back here now. Okay, so here I'm gonna show you something. Where it is? Where'd it go? I just saw had it open. Here. Okay. So this is here. Either 127% slash 1.618%. So first a smaller butterfly, and it's usually a 127%, and then it bounces from there. And if it doesn't, then it goes to 161%. Right? So if you go take a look at this here, the 127% is right around here. So it's about time, because this is also it's just a 20-minute butterfly. This is ending butterfly at 40-minute support, which is 61% of this impulse move. You see, this is touching 61%. So it may not bother coming all the way to 127 on a smaller time frame, because 61% is already touched. So it's almost butterfly. It's excuse me. It is a bullish butterfly at 20 minutes. Usually I don't look at it, but it is an ending butterfly on a 40-minute chart, which has some weight. Okay, so if this is wave 1, then it's ABC correction is wave 2, followed by wave 3 to the upside. That's the basic rule, but it doesn't have to stop at 61%. You know that it can drop to this support, or maybe 78%, or continue to the downside. Okay, all of these things can happen. But for example, if you look at this one, if it is 61%, and if we get bounced, because usually 90% we get bounced, right? So if we get a bounce from here, how we look for a bounce? We look for in this area, right? So let's see if somehow we go up here and make a higher low. See, this is lower low, means this low. Then we make a lower low here, because this low is lower than this. then you make another lower low because this low is lower than this, right? But if you go up, right? For example, right here, see this low is lower than this, but after going up, then you come back and you make a lower, higher low. This is a low, but it's higher than the previous low, and the indicator is all the way down. This is a turning point. This is a turning confirmation. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. If you don't, then forget about it. For example, here, you see that it could have gone straight down, then you miss the move. But it came down here and then it went up, but it was coming down. So what you need is a lower high. Okay, this is the previous high. This is the high, but lower than this, and the indicator is all the way up. So that is a sign that is coming down and it's making a turn. And as soon as you see a couple of red candles, that's the end of the story, and you know what's happening. Similarly here, aggressive trading is that you just go ahead and see if you have a setup right now, you trade, right? But conservatively, you can just wait and then see on a 20-minute chart that if you can, get it, because you get it several times and not only one time. Here you got this one here, then you have another one here. So going up higher. Let me see. This 20-minute chart, right? Yeah. So, for example, here going up. Excuse me. It's the morning time. I'm still sleepy. It started from here, for example. Like see the downward, right? And then you can see this indicator. First time it came down, but with the higher low. After dropping higher low, you get it to the long side. Then again it did here. Then it again did here. Same thing. It is higher low, not too much, but still it's not lower than this, right? So it is along here. Then you have along here because it's again higher low. This is the low. Or even if you can see this low, then this low is higher than this. Indicator is all the way down. It's along. Similar here. Indicator is not all the way down. But when you have a powerful move like this, yeah, you can consider that it's along. And then so on and so forth. You could here this one. This is just a retracement. But this is almost the same support area, right? It's along because you are perfectly in a long. Then again, this is a higher low, this is a higher low, this is low, then this is the next one, then this is the next one, then this is the next one, right? All these higher lows with the indicator down, you go long. The opposite is the same. Okay, so this is what we need here. If you can see here that this is the lower high, indicator all the way down, drop. This almost lower high, you can say, not lower high, but equal high. And then indicators all the way down, drop, right? Similarly here, this is the high, it was lower than this, or this if you count this previous high, it's much lower than this. Indicators up, and it goes down. So this is what I'm looking at. You can wait because last night, this is Monday morning, it's completely dead, very slow. Yeah, USD yen. Let me go take a look at that. I have a short around 142. 111.42 on a different computer, different account. So this one is, you can see that it just came down a little bit and messing around here. That's 20 pip, 25 pip range. All of those pairs. That's what they're doing. What are they waiting for? I don't know. But so this is one thing that I am watching on this. Where did it go? Here. Okay, Euro. 40-minute chart and 20-minute chart where I'm playing around, and I think that watch out for this area. Simple as that. 61.8%. Let's see what happens. If this is wave 1, and this is what I think it is, so I'll just mark here wave 1, and this is A, and this is B. Okay, and this is C. And I put a little question mark just to see, is it? And if it is, then it's 2. Wave 2. right? And these are the numbers that I moved. And usually, if 61% stops, then we go back to 23% line, right? 23% line is right here. So we're gonna mark this for our record. Okay, this is what is going on. This is what's supposed to. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And use this tool. I'll just simply mark it here a little bit, and then we go back here. This would be the first one. Okay, first target. It could go all the way up. No problem. So a lot of time, the wave one and then wave two at 61%, and then it goes all the way straight to 1.6. Okay, for wave three. If it is wave two, sorry, if this one is wave one, this is wave two. We're supposed to go all the way for wave three. But if we get here, then we can decide what we're going to do, right? So if it continue going to the upside, that's fine. But it can stop here, then dip a little bit, right? To one of these areas, because when it start going up, it will be something like this, small up move, then it will see correction, small waves, small sub waves, okay, maybe small one, and then two, and then big three wave, three of three, I would say, three here of this big three, okay, so that will be coming in. So this could be wave one, and then small dip here for wave two, and then wave three, wave four, wave five, and 5 subwaves will make this big wave 3 of this wave 1 and 2. Okay, something like that. So this is what I'm anticipating here, that the euro probably will bounce from here. If I'm right, then euro USD, euro yen, and euro Aussie will be the candidate towards long. And then we go and then we see what's up there, right? So once I make this, let's say this is a before chart, and what is the date today? April the 10th. So I would go 10th APR. Okay. Oops. And what else? Okay, that's about it. And I'll save this chart as before, and obviously I'm going to send this video out after I finish it, so there's no need to send the chart, right? So how do we save it? How do we save the chart? Even sometimes you have to send me a chart just to show that your chart is different than me and this and that, and I get weird kind of charts, and sometimes I can't even open them. The easiest and the simplest chart that anybody can open it and anybody can see it on a larger scale is this. You just right click on it, and this is save as picture. Then make sure that you check mark here it's active chart as is. You select this middle option and then go OK. It will ask you where to save it, and you can save it anywhere. So I have this folder made in my computer, which is this is the Aussie index. I need the euro index, so the euro index is here, this folder, and I have this over the time, all these charts saved. So the last chart, I number them so that they are different to each other. So 91, 92 is the last one, 40 minute, and I'll do this. Make it 93. Make sure it's your index 40 minute, and the date is April the 10th, 17, before chart. Fine, thank you, and save. Now, before this chart, I was expecting this. And I already made it, right? But it dipped a little bit. This is the one that I made already on 3rd April. So you can see that we are just, we made this small butterfly here. I was expecting a bounce right here, a little bit above this 61.8% because there was some news or something. So I was in a hurry, you can say. But you can see my yellow mark. I said that one point is here. The other point of this yellow mark is at 61%, right? So that means it can bounce either from here or from coming down and then from 61% or in between this little area, right? So this was the area to bounce. This wave 1, A, B, C correction. Wave 2, I said last week's COT report shows longs are added in euro, which means euro is gonna get strong. I made this chart on 3rd April. The whole week went by, and what we did is little move to the downside here and making an ending butterfly in 20-minute chart. That means that we are not going below here and kind of preparing ourselves to make a turn to the upside. That adds up. This chart adds up in my positively in my current scenario that we should bounce from here. Okay, so this is the one. This is a nice chart here, right? I have this chart saved, so if anybody wants that, then I can send the charts too, or I'll post it on the website. You can have it from there. But this is the one I made, and this is I'm making this now. Simple. I saved it already, right? And it's gonna be in the video, so you will have it. 61% and 23%. Okay, by the way, 23% line is also coming to a very nice area, which is 1920 here, and yeah, same thing. It's no big difference, right? So bouncing from here, we can go back to 1920. Doing that, euro will get strong, and all the euro pairs, euro pound, euro USD, euro yen, and euro Aussie especially will be going to the upside. Okay, this is one thing. And I don't know, should I continue or should I take a break and make another video? Maybe whenever I'm sitting, I feel like going out and have a cup of tea. My family is still sleeping. It's Monday morning, 9:37. The school is closed for winter break. My kids are sleeping because they were watching a movie last night late until 3 o'clock in the morning, and they don't go to sleep until I start screaming. So, but all right. So you know what? This euro index. Just quickly, we're gonna see that how the other pairs are gonna be doing, if anything towards long side. If we can find any setups in euro Aussie for first, let's say euro USD, because I'm expecting a USD weakness anyway. Okay. So let's go take a look if euro USD is planning to or showing some signs of going to the upside. That will help understanding the whole scenarios. This is the other MT4 where I have long-term profiles for each and every one. See, I have it open to Lightfire's MT4 on this computer. One I'm using for 40 and 20-minute charts of each thing, and I have an alarm on. Okay. And the other one is individual profile for my big time and long-term analysis, like monthly, weekly, or daily, all kind of charts of one currency, like euro. This is euro profile. So I need to see euro USD profile. We go here, EU, and see what is happening there. All right, so euro USD. This is 40-minute chart. Usually it doesn't change. 20-minute is the one gets messed up, right? So this is the key area right now here. 06, 08, straight drop, big drop, right? Daily chart. This is how it looks like. That I had this scenario here that we might be going to the upside and making this again. Kind of a bad pattern here, right? Because the first pullback is at point B, then we came down to 23% line, and we went up again. We made a little high here, higher than B point, but then crashing down. Now, if you make a trend line connecting these two, then you will be surprised. Now, this is where we are now. If I'm right in the euro index, and euro index is supposed to get going to the upside, which will make the euro strong, then this euro USD should be going up, and then we have a very nice setup here actually. That the price came down exactly to 23% line, right? Again, so this is the first time 50%, 23% line, then we poke into 50% again, and we came in bouncing exactly from the 23% line. And if you go above this, trend line, it will be a solid sign that we will be or shall be going to the upside, right? So just and look for the 40-minute chart that how strongly it came down all the way and sitting at 0608 number, and just wait for a long here. It's a 20-minute chart. No, it's not. Well, let me just refresh it for a little bit. Let's see exactly what we're doing here. Can I move this deep? Okay, yes, I can. Oh, why is jumping? It's going up right now. And 41. Okay, it's 1592, right? So we're gonna make it. All right, I have to make it 1592. Where's 1 minute here? What happened here? Oh, some kind of order opened up. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. 15. I said 15. I forgot this. 92. Okay. 1592. That will refresh my 20-minute chart so you can see if it is just bouncing. Yes, it is bouncing now, right? And I don't know what 1.618 come from where. Not from this fib. Not from this one. And can't even get to that fib anymore, so forget about that. See, I'm going to find this fib here. By the way, remember I was telling you that my classic accounts were not working, so I had to download the ECN account to open the new one, ECN account, but 2016 data was missing. But fortunately, my old account start working again, so all the charts. So now I have to all these old fibs and everything. I just didn't remove before. They are still there, so I'm gonna have to do it one by one. Okay, so we're bouncing from here nicely, Euro USD, right? So you can try a small long based on what I just showed you, Euro strength and maybe USD weakness coming in, and this is what the Euro USD is doing. How about Euro Aussie? Go take a look. Euro Aussie, USD. Okay, daily chart is fine to look at. Let's take a look at Euro Aussie. See if it is doing or showing some sign of going to the upside. Euro Aussie. Okay. This excuse me. This 3964 is very, very important here. If you can, okay. How we're doing in regard. This was my old chart that after hitting this TL we may drop here, but if Euro is planning to go up, then this number is supposed to hold, and then we go back up to these areas and then further to the upside. Technically, you can see that we bounce from this support. This is a big support. Why this is a big support? Because this is where from we bounce big time all the way to the upside. This move started from this. This is the starting point, right? And but we got hit with these lows here. This double, it's like a zone, right? And start ranging in this area. So it's still ranging. It's still above this numbers 39.64. So how does it look on the 40-minute chart? 39.64 is this. So you see how nicely it went up, it dropped exactly again 39.64, and now bouncing and going up, and we are having support on 40.84. 4084. Now see, I'm gonna just this is what I was talking about, that the numbers, you know, if they're in the back, because the chart moves up and all these numbers are behind, I have to just you know, move them one by one. So actually that's what I was planning to do now, and I says, okay, let me make a video so you guys know, you know, what I do in my spare time when I'm not talking to you. I'm playing around with the charts like that, doing my analysis, looking for patterns, Elliott wave, looking at the news, you know, stuff like that. Okay, so all these comes here, and Euro Aussie, if as long as like 4084, if how does it look in 20-minute chart? Is this? So it's pretty nicely bullish so far, and this whole thing here is, see, this is first it was like this box here, right? So we since we were bullish, it came out of the box to the downside a little bit, but then got in and went above it. And now look at this box now. It's creating another box here. Okay, and right now we are at the top of the box. Okay, and good chances that we can. It looks like that we may dip one more time here and then may continue to dip side. You never know. Okay, so far right now, 20-minute and 40-minute, they both are bullish, because you see this move up. We are above the wave. If you are above the yellow and black line, you're bullish. The bias is bullish. But when you're counting harmonic patterns and Elliott wave, that things changes a little bit. That even if you're bullish, then you have to see that this is a move, and then this is a retracement that we're supposed to come down. So even if it's a bullish, you have to wait and see if you can come down according to the Elliott wave or harmonic pattern or the trend itself, right? This is what I said, that no system is going to work unless you know how to do the analysis and you know, learn a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and put them together. Okay. Okay. So. All right, so this is the box, and forget about this one. Turn this upside down. Oops. Okay. So basically, we're bouncing from 50%. See, this is a retracement of 50%, and then going back up to the top. If it stops around at 23% line, then you know we can understand that, yeah, okay, we're probably going to drop more towards 88% and then bounce. But from 50%, it went and poked into the high. Then again, 50%, then it went up again. So it is eager to go to the upside. Okay, so you know, Euro USD showing up, Euro Aussie showing up. How about Euro Pound? We have a bullish scenario there. And this is just based on one currency, which is euro. If you want to trade euro pound, you should also look at the pound index. And if you want to look at the trade euro USD, then you also want to look at the USD. Euro is getting a strong. If you decide that, yeah, euro probably going to get a strong, then look for a weaker currency. Is a pound weaker than USD, or USD weaker than pound, or yen weaker than all of them? And then you look for the pair between euro and either pound or USD or yen or something else. Okay. Weaker currency. This one, let's see, this is a 20-minute chart. Refresh this one quickly and see where we stand here. It's 95.27 I need. And I have here 95.27. So 95.27. And just see what happens. Higher time frame in the meantime. Okay, I got the message here. So 4-minute chart. No, this is pound index. Daily is this And if you can draw this line here, this is rising TL, and either this one or you can go with this one. So this is like right now, see, this is bullish, right? And this is a sideways, a triangle. Now we are see this rising TL here, or this TL coming from the bottom, and we still have a little room. Whoops, I messed it up. Okay, I don't know what it is anyway. So this is the area, this TL here, this TL here, and if you take this point and this point, you know, we are like poking into it. So these are the two TLs here. With the euro index getting strong, we need to have an up move here. Okay, this is a daily. How about weekly? This is how the weekly looks like, and it's pretty much, if you look at it, it's very clear that this is wave 1, this is wave 2, this is wave 3, and this is wave 4 triangle in the making. Okay, and if that's the case, we need to stay away from this. If the wave 4, very nasty. If anything, yeah, if it is wave 4, then we need to have a wave 5 to the upside. So if you want to trade and if you want to open, you just go long on this pair, not short. Okay, this is wave 4 underway here. This is, you know, when you look at the higher time frame, you can see very easily. And this is how, this is wave 1, 2, 3. If we are doing this wave 4, then we may go to this high or this high here, final for wave 5. Why? Because you see X, A, B, C, D, and then we have a reaction. So usually you remember that these harmonic patterns, you have first target, point B, break that, then you go for a TL, which is this yellow. See, I see that. I show you here, right? This yellow TL connecting point A and C. So we took out that one. Then the third target, this point C, and which we already crossed, and then we went to this little bit more high. And the fourth target would be point A, and then if you break that, we continue to the inside. So that would be a reaction for harmonic pattern, which is underway right now. And a little bit shorter time frame weekly chart showing 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 must be higher, not must be, but you know, usually, most of the time it's higher than wave 1. So let's see. Yeah, so it is. You know, it's wave 3 is you know, usually is 1.618, but this one is a little shy. It's no big deal. It's, you know, it actually went to 127, right? Actually, it turned like bit, you know, it touched the level between 127 and 1.618, 161 and 127, which is 141. So it touched that level, and that's fine. And then we drop, and as long as you are above the high of the wave 1, it could be a wave 4. Ranging, obviously, it's a triangle, 5-wave triangle. If this is wave A, and then you have A, B, C, D, E, and then wave B will finish, and then you will have wave C. Maybe we'll come down a little bit here somewhere, and then go up, or go up straight. Either way, you know, wave 4 is very hard to predict and very hard to trade, and usually it destroys your account. So when you see something like that, if you can, you know, pinpoint that yes, it is a wave 4, and it is a, you know, very bad ranging, which you can see here on a daily chart. You can even see, you know, it's just like down, up, you know, messing around. But like I said, if anything, you want to trade it. There's a long side on 40-minute chart, which is this. Okay. Now, forget about everything. 40-minute charts. We just look at the current move, right? What's happening? If you consider this impulse, you have A, B, C correction. At what point? You see, A was at 50% or close to 50, right? And then we went up to a little beyond 23% line. If you take the move from here, right? So we are almost touching the 50%. Then we went up, poke into 23% line, and then we came down to 78%. And this is the high. This is a monthly low number that's stopping it. We may drop here a little bit more to maybe this level. I just showed you maybe wave C. We may drop a little bit more and then go up. but it could be a like a bad pattern, right? 50, 23, and 88%, somewhere here. And this could be making the same ending butterfly here. If you look at it very closely, this is X, this A, B, C, and D could come to 1.618. Let's go take a look if you can figure that out in euro pound. 20-minute chart, right? Okay, here, I'm gonna drop it from here so you can see the first pullback is almost 78%, little shy actually, right? Then we went up to exactly 11.4%. That's what we did on euro index I just showed you, and then we dropped. So if this, then we can come to ending butterfly should be around 84.52, what 127 level, right? 84.52. 84.52 comes on 40-minute chart where 84.60, 88%. You see that? So 52 and 60, it's 8 pips difference. And 80 and right there we have a level 84.45 as well. So 84.45, 84.50, and 84.52 and 84.60. Same, almost very close by numbers. Good chance that we make an ending butterfly here before we bounce. Watch out for this, and that could be because of euro probably will get strong, but maybe pound right now is getting strong. That's why it need to drop here or will drop here and make a bad pattern on 40-minute chart and ending butterfly on a 20-minute chart. To confirm that, let's go take a look at the pound index. Is that what's happening? I just want to save this, whatever. I don't know if I make the changes or not in any of these numbers, but save profile anyway before you moving on to a different one, because you don't want to lose the work that you just did. So e.g. Profile saved. Now we go to pound index to see if it is getting strong, and if it is, maybe a little bit more, just to bring this thing down here, and then there's a chance to come. So let's see. I don't know. It's 40-minute. This is how it is. Let's say daily pound. This is what it is. Is pound getting strong currently for our chart? Yes, it is making higher highs. This is the move right now. It went up, then dip, then make the higher high, then dip, up, dip. It's like sideways movement here, but the move is to the upside, right? Now, but not very strongly. This is the high, and then this is a big drop here. Then we went up, and then now sideways. So it is about to make a turn to. Yep, this is a 40-minute. Okay, so this is it could be after may go up one more time into this area, and then make the turn. That's what we need for euro pound to go up, right? After making the ending butterfly. So pound, I'm expecting that it may get strong a little bit up here and then. So it is bullish so far, right? This white, black, and yellow are aligned towards upside and above the red line, so it's bullish. Right now, this indicator is going to the upside, and the candles are blue. So they can be just going into this area right now. And that will make or finish our ending butterfly in euro pound. And from there, it may drop. Okay. Overall effects look big down move and then sideways move followed by the down move. This is what my long-term chart. So whatever the pound is doing here, finally it needs to come down. Coming down means getting weaker. Getting weaker means euro pound will fly. Euro will get strong. Usually these two currencies goes the opposite direction, right? One gets weaker, the other gets strong. If euro gets strong, pound is supposed to get weaker. And this is the sign. But maybe for a little while it will get strong and then drop again. Okay, you can see drawing a small trend line on this areas, and then expect like maybe we go up to touch this line here. Okay, which is not this one. This one is gone. So we can go up here. Okay. All right, so maybe this is the area. It will go up, finish up the ending butterfly there, and then drop. Okay. So this is how nothing special that I'm doing today or showing. I'm just doing my work and showing that this is how I think and this is how I fix. I don't need to fix these 40-minute charts on this broker, which is basically I use for the higher time frame analysis. Right? But I do need to fix this on this one. So this is done. Euro is done. Then next I'm gonna go fix the pound I just showed you, right? Euro pound, and then so on and so forth. This video is pretty long already, so I'm gonna close it and then take a rest a little bit, then start doing on the some other work, and I'll start recording again, and then I'll send out. So if you get bored by looking my videos again and again and again, every few hours, so another video, then just let me know that please don't send too many videos. Okay, but if you think that it is worthwhile.